Yeah. So here, this is the test case template, which is in generic way. Okay. So first point, every organization, the template is should be like this. No, not sure. It might be vary from the project to project, organization to organization. Okay. The template might be vary. Okay. So, but it is a kind of standard template. Some of the columns might be missed, some of the columns which not be there. Okay. So first, the project template is, so the project name. So what is the project, your name, and what is the build version? So you need to know about what is this build. Okay. Whenever the development team is giving the build, okay, so they will give you the versions. Okay, so they will give version 0.1, 0.2, they will tag the name. Why this build name we need to mention means it is easy for the development and testing team for in which version of the application the issues are identified. Got it? So suppose if the issue was came in the version 2, then if you are testing in version 1, so you can say that boss, this bug is fixed. But it went to the production, who will be the testing team, right? So you need to be cautious at which version you are testing. Okay, which build you are testing. Then release. So when they are releasing, so on which date they are releasing, when it was happened for the from the dev team to testing team. Okay, and uh, yeah, and documents path. Suppose if you have any documents or where it was saved and everything, that path should be mapped. And environment. So you are which environment you are testing. You are whether the application you are testing in Windows or Windows 11, or you are testing in Mac, or you are testing in the Linux. So whatever the environment you are testing, you need to uh, mention it there. Okay, and the browser. So why? Means some applications are peculiarly designed for browsers. Suppose if you see any government based applications, they would like to prefer for Microsoft Edge or Internet Explorer, right? Am I right or wrong? So
Yes, Anna.
browser
Yes.
specification is much small, and better you need to mention the version, Chrome version, or suppose a browser version. So where to get this browser version means if you click on these three dots, go down, go down and help, and you can see the about Google Chrome. Okay. So if you click on that, it will check for the updates and you can see the version number of your Chrome. So you can just copy the version and you can put it here, Chrome and the version number. So you have any doubts in this column, project name, build, release, documents path, environment and browser?
It's clear, Pina.
Clear? Anyone?
Pina, that release, will you explain once again, Pina?
Yeah, Deepika. See, generally the build will be deployed. See, again, it was related to agile methodology, Deepika. So, in the agile methodology, the sprint will be 2 weeks, or some organizations will follow the 4 weeks. Okay. So, suppose the build will be released on Wednesday. Okay. Suppose this is the first month, month of first week. So, in the first month, Wednesday, every time they will schedule a build release. Okay. So it will come to the deploy to the testing team on Wednesday only. So you need to finish it in the sprint complete. Okay. So you need to mention the date, which date the dev team has released their code to the testing team from dev team.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Okay. Now, so here you can see, right, test case ID. Okay. So this is like Simple test case 1, test case 2, 3, 4. So how many test cases you have written? So you need to map those things. And this one is FSID. Sometimes they will call it as a requirement ID, or sometimes functionality ID or SRS ID. Okay. So for each and every particular feature, there should be some requirement ID which was mapped in the requirement document. That duty was done, or that has to be done, or that has to be implemented by the BSA. Business analysis has to do that job. So what you need to do, you need to refer the requirement document and you need to map the functionality. For suppose for it is a login, so there should be some ID for that. You need to keep that one. For logout, there should be some ID for that. You need to map that login ID for FSID. Suppose if you click on search, there should be some ID. So those IDs are take care by the BSA or business analysis, and it was mapped in requirement document. What is your job? So suppose being as a tester, you don't have bother about that one, because the testing team lead provide you the requirement IDs. In case if testing team lead is leave or somewhere he was not available, somewhere if he was busy, when you are being as an experienced person, you need to go and refer in the SRS document and get that ID and put it or map it in your test case document. Any questions here?
No.
No,
No,
Pina.
no.
Okay, can we move to the next column?
Yeah.
Yeah, prerequisite
Yes.
conditions. Okay, see what is meant by prerequisite. Can anyone can tell me what is meant by prerequisite?
The preconditions needed for the
Preconditions.
test case.
Yes. Is the prerequisite
Precondition.
Second.
Okay,
To perform that
testing?
uh, can anyone give an example for this prerequisite? General example for prerequisite.
No, Pina. If you want to, I mean, if you want to withdraw amount from an ATM, the prerequisite is ATM card and the PIN,
Yes, and one more
the
thing,
password.
a password, and you should have amount in the ATM. I mean
Yes.
your account,
Yes.
right? So that is
Yeah.
the prerequisite, right? So whenever you are planning to do something, you should have some preconditions which should be proper. Suppose if you are planning for a trip, what should be the prerequisite conditions? What you will take care of for the trip and plan?
Bike,
First,
petrol.
we have to select the place. I mean,
Okay.
ticket, the rooms
Number of
where we
days.
have to.
So you will have a checklist, right? So what is there, and you can choose among that, and you can try. So, but whenever you are doing something, it should be some preconditions, right? So similarly, when you are testing something, okay, when you are testing something, so there should be some prerequisite. Okay, so everything should be proper, and it should be like a proper setup for to test that one. So what are all the prerequisites for to set up or to test anything? Okay, okay. So if you see here, under the first prerequisite, all the respective servers are up and running, launching the application or browser. Okay. See, when you are testing in the application, okay, suppose if you want to test an application like Facebook, okay, you are having your system updated browser version, you are having good internet and everything. In case if the Facebook server is down, is it possible to you test?
No.
No, right?
No, we can't do.
no.
O- Okay. And coming to the second step, IP address or URL configure. So whatever the URL, suppose if you want to test facebook.com, then you are www.whatsapp.com. If you type like that. So is it the way of proper testing? No, right?
No.
And based on the recommended browser. See, again, it may be depends upon the project. So some application they are recommended to test it in only the Chrome or Firefox or Edge or all browsers. It depends upon the client requirement. Got it? Okay. So this is applicable only for the few test cases, but it is not applicable for the all test cases. I will tell you how to write the prerequisite conditions. That is a kind of chain link. Okay. And the test case name. Okay. So where you people are struck over here, right? Okay. So the test case. So here the test case, what is the test case? Launching the online application. So here the test case, what it should be. So opening
Online
the
SBI
application
application.
or SBA application. Okay. Then that is your test case name. Launching the application. That is your test case name. Okay.
Yeah.
Description. Launching the online application. That is fine. Okay. Steps. Open the recommended browser. Not provide. Enter the URL. What the action you are doing there, you need to keep it in the test case. You are not providing. You are entering, right?
Yes, Pina. Yeah.
So enter the URL. Okay. Then click. Not hit. Click on enter button. Okay. Then
Okay.
verify. So that is done. Here your test case is done. Okay. So don't write the fourth step. Verify the online application. You are already doing that one, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
the fourth step is your expected. Verify that online application is launching successfully or not. That is your
Okay.
expected value.
Only actions must be there in steps,
Yes,
isn't it?
whatever the
Okay.
actions you are doing, it should be kept. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
test data. So what is the test data here? Your URL is the test data. Whatever the URL you are entering, right, for launching the
Okay.
application, that
Yeah.
is the test data. Okay. And
Okay.
here expected value online homepage must be displayed. So here some sentence framing should be required. Okay. So online homepage is displaying with username and password with login and text fields. That is the expected value. Actual value, online SBA homepage should be displayed with username and password. So you need to map that phrases, grammatical phrases. Okay. So team,
But
any doubt?
RT is
Yes.
telling that actual value should be in continuous tense, like
Mm,
displaying.
yeah, it varies from differs. Okay, sometimes they should be there, but based on my experience and based on my thing, actual value should be there. Okay.
Okay, okay, Pina.
If you change the headings, then it is done. So first you can keep the actual value, then expected value. That is also fine. So first you write actual value that is in continuous sentence and expected value. You can write it in the later. Then it should be go to the expected value. Is it clear
Yes.
or confused?
Yes, Pina. No, no, it's clear, Pina.
Okay. So in the description, what we are going to test, okay, verifying the SBA application launching, that is your description. And what are the actions you are doing for that particular scenario that you have to be mapped in the test case steps. Okay. And test data, whatever the information, whatever the data you are doing while doing the testing, so that data has to be kept. And you need to write the expected value and actual value. Okay. If you write both are mapping, then you need to make the result pass. In case, if at any cost or at any reason, if expected value is not mapping with the actual value, then the particular test case will be what will be happen, the status of the test case, it will be
Fail.
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 Okay. Okay. And we'll move it to the next columns. So test case, you can ignore priority. So this will becomes okay if you identified any or if the test case is file, then you can make the priority and severity of that effect. So you can make it a high, medium, low, or whatever it might be, and you need to map how much time it has required for you to execute this test case. Okay, and number of cycles. Okay, so so whenever the developer is giving a new build, so we need to test the entire application from the initial level to final level, right? One round of testing we need to do, right?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't know. We don't know what level the code has been affected to the application. So every day, being as a tester, we need to do one complete round of testing entire thorough application from end to end. Okay, every day we need to do. Then it will be good practice. Okay, and coming to this number of cycles, so how many builds they have given and how many rounds of testing you have done. So you need to map that one, and you can write is this test case is automated. Okay, if it is yes, you can put it as a yes. If it is not or no, you can put it as a no. Then resource. Okay, who written these test cases or who executed this test case? Suppose if it is executed by Ramakrishna, so he need to give his name and when it was executed, date of execution, and test case development. Who was written this test case development and when it was written? Does the test case is having any comments? So he need to modify the test case or he don't need to modify the test case. So no comments means no comments. So you need to map or fill all these fields. Any doubts here? Any doubts in any columns? Is it okay or you want me to repeat it again?
No,
So
while practicing, we came to know, I think.
Yes, when you are practicing the thing, right, you will become to know. Okay. Now I will go for another test case. Test case Air India. Thanks. Okay. So here you can see, right? Prerequisite sign in button, books, verify the link and everything. Okay. So here you have given the test data. Fine. And email address, password, hover the on book manager link, mouse hover. Okay. So this is somewhat looking pretty good. Okay, and he was given the type of test case, whatever it is like a positive scenario or negative scenario, we need to write it here. Okay, and here enter the URL in browser, click on button. So click on sign in button. So you can see, right, if you see here when you are writing the prerequisite, okay, so for the first condition, verify the browser URL and make the all the servers are up and running fine and done. So whatever the expected value, it should be the prerequisite condition for the second one. So it should be landed in the home page and it should have some sign in button. He has missed that one. Okay, so home page should be appear with sign in button. Then the prerequisite condition is sign in button. Verify the sign in button functionality. Okay, so click on sign in button, click on sign in page opens. So if you click on sign in button, the sign in page, then again sign in page is the prerequisite. So what is the expected value that should be come over in the prerequisite condition? Okay, any doubts here? Okay,
No.
let me share the test cases which I have explained you in the previous my session. Okay, are you able to see my screen, right? Okay,
Okay.
so I will show you how the real-time environment. So this is the cover page. Okay, test case document solution for DMH medical solution. And you can see the version history. See, version 0.1, some Soumya case added the test cases for technician workflow, and Binita Singh, she has updated. So everyone is updating here. Okay. So I came into this project. You can see my name, right? So updated P1, P2, P3 request test results for the build. Whenever, whatever the activity we are doing, so we need to map in the version history document. Okay. Next, table of content. So introduction, testing approaches. So these are the some testing approaches: smoke testing, retesting, system testing, functional configuration, test cases for. So we need to map everything here. Okay. So negative testing, regression testing, DB testing, non-functional testing. Okay. And this is the introduction. What is the DMS, so on, so. And these are the test cases for smoke testing. So smoke testing, right? You need to write all kind of scenarios where it has to be covered in the top level, whether the application is functionality is working fine or not, even though if it is having some issues. So main functionality of the application is working fine or not, that level of test cases you need to write under in the test cases. And you can see the retesting whenever we do retesting. Okay. So these are related to the bugs. You can see, right? So can anyone try to read this one? Can anyone?
So at the technician side, this one's 001
Can you read it from here?
bug 13302 1332. That one
Yes.
bug
Yes.
1332. Normed CT is not working while modifying the previously entered problems.
Okay.
And test case ID is retesting
Hmm.
and test case steps. At the technician side, register the patient of diagnosis. At the
Okay.
doctor, get the same patient and open the assessment tab.
Hmm.
Add one problem. Now
Okay.
try to modify the problem by typing chess so that Snow City will give the option.
Okay.
Expected result should be able to modify the previously entered problems using some Snow City.
Okay. So what you observed from the template, from previous template and here. So here you don't have any test case name, prerequisite condition, right?
Yeah.
So here the steps also, what are the steps you follow to identify this defect? Those steps have to be come over here. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So it was executed on this date, 17/10/2014, and make it at file. And next week, you can see the 5 days. So next week bill, it was came and verified again, it passed. So every time we need to test these bugs for every build, whether it is coming again or not. Okay, if it is coming, then we need to make it as again reopen, or if it is not coming, we can retest and close it. Okay. See here, fixed is not yet verified. This is our state. So once verification, we need to close it. Okay. So this is retesting and coming to system testing. So here you can see, right? Requirement ID, objective scenario, prerequisite, test ID, component, test case steps, and expected result. So it is like a system testing, end to end. Okay, each and everything, every functionality, every minor and major functionality of each every corner cases has to be mapped here. Okay. So you can see, right, almost all 70 test cases have written, 77. And coming to test case for P1 requirement. So this is same. Okay. 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 So non-functional. So this is kind of a non-functional, right? Where it should not be related to the functional part. Okay, you need to verify that MongoDB accessibility or user is having the accessibility or not. Okay, and here you need to test the performance. Okay, multiple users are logging at a time or clicking on more times. What will be happen? Okay, security testing. All these are come to the. So see, it is not like similar to follow this template, but it might be vary from the application to application. Got it? And coming to negative testing. Okay. So can anyone read the first test case? Funny. Funny, are you there? Okay. Ahmad, Ahmad, guys, please respond. Okay, fine. If you are not
Yeah,
responding, then yeah.
Pina.
1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Hold on. Funny, funny, are you there? Okay, fine. I'm removing you, funny. Naveen,
Hi, Pina. Okay, shall I read the first one?
yeah.
So the objective of this scenario is like checking login failure to DMH medical solution with invalid user, like technician
Okay.
and doctor
Okay,
credentials.
that descriptive fine. Okay, so can you read out the steps for me, Naveen?
Like okay, open DMH medical solution homepage. So we have to open
Okay,
the homepage. Provide invalid username and password of respective user taken. We
okay,
need to
hold
give
on.
wrong
So what you
credentials.
understand with the second step, Naveen?
Okay, we need to give wrong credentials, like wrong credentials in the sense it the cre- the user details should not be in database, like any random username and password. Like we are testing
Okay,
eh, with random username and password if it is logging or not. It doesn't, like it shouldn't be logging with random credentials.
okay, and what it has to be do in the third step?
It should throw okay, verify system not allowing us to log in with showcasing error message, which
Okay, so whatever the test cases are written by there, we can check for some different application. Okay, we'll go for the Facebook. Okay, so I went to the Facebook. Okay, so uh, without entering anything, suppose it is went to the login page or something. If I click on sign up, so it has shown the error message, right? Okay, so already I'm having account. It went to the login page, right? So
yeah,
based on the test case here, provide invalid username and password. Okay, so I'm just giving the invalid username. Test at the rate gmail.com. Okay, password I am giving test at the rate 1234. Okay, so as per the test case, I have given invalid username and invalid password, right? So I'm just clicking on login. right? So we got the error message or not? Hello,
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
right? So
Yes, sir.
this is one kind of negative testing. Okay. Hold on. Let me call Sai Dheeraj.
Hello.
Sai Dheeraj,
Yes, sir.
can you
Yes, sir.
read out these steps?
Sir, I'm unable to see the screen, sir. My net connectivity is not so speed today.
Uh, See, it's not can be resolved from my end, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. There's problem from my end.
Okay, fine.
Frequently
Ram?
being disconnected, sir. So I'm joining
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
back to
Okay,
back.
fine, fine. Ram?
Sir.
Yeah. Can you read out the s- steps here?
Yeah. Log into DMH Medical Solutions with valid technician credentials on respective device.
Okay.
So we have to log in the uh, with respective credentials. So is it right?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Um, First step, we are giving the right right credentials to login, and it, it checks to we have to check the um, also it is login or not is anything.
Okay, fine.
Uh, Verify technician's dashboard. So,
Okay. Can you read the last step?
okay, verify technologist is able to enter max 36 characters in the patient ID field, not more than that.
Okay. So
Okay.
similarly, we can try it here. I mean, Sai Dinesh.
So, sir, Sam,
So we can type
so maximum characters is 36, right?
yes. If it is exceeds, right, what will be
Okay.
happen? So it should
So,
not be allowed. So it
okay,
might be vary from application to application, project to project. So if it enters
okay,
more than 36 characters, then it should not allow them, right?
okay.
So
So,
that is what
okay,
the test case is intended. Okay.
okay. So
Okay.
it varies to project. Some are
Project. Yeah,
15.
I'm
Oh,
just giving an examples
random.
for that. Yeah,
Okay.
random.
Thank you.
Okay. So similarly, if you go here, right? So here the email address or phone number. I have give some name only. Sham. Okay. Password I will give something like 0000. 4 characters only I have given.
Yeah,
Right.
we must have
Okay.
8 characters, right? For page.
If I give the characters length, see, it is going. So there is no restriction here for this application. So it might be vary
Okay,
from application to application. Okay.
okay.
So similarly, for this scenario, so if I give only one character, okay. So if I give some Sham, I'm giving the valid email. I'm telling how to write the native cases. Okay. If I give the valid email ID and giving one character in the password, what will be happen?
It shows the error.
Does it allow or it should not allow?
It should not allow.
Okay. So suppose you can see the validation message also here. If I click on login,
Showing the password is wrong.
password you have entered. So it is highlighting that was your email ID is valid. I mean valid format. Okay.
Okay.
And your password is wrong. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So similarly, wait a second. Okay, similarly, I am not entering the email ID. Okay, I'm just giving Sham, and here I am entering some password. Uh, Pina@123. Okay. If I enter, click. Some server problem. Okay, you can see it, right? I have typed on sham. Okay, but the password you entered is wrong. Sai Dinesh, you observe, right?
Yes.
Hello,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Suppose if I type my name, so the Facebook is getting the data by entering the name. Okay, then
Yeah.
you entered something like
Another
test,
password.
another password. What will be happen? So you need to validate all the cases. See, what is the role of tester? Making the everything is working fine, good. That is not our job, right? Our motto or our agenda is to break the system, to make or to identify the defects, whatever in the functionality are there. See, the email address here, the validation message is changed. If you observe, the email address or mobile number you entered is not connected to account. Create a new Facebook account. You see the validation mirror message change, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I am trying to give some mobile number. Okay, I'm giving my number only. So okay, I will give some random number. 71234. 71234. Okay. So like for only login purpose only, so many scenarios will be come for the negative process. See, it has taken the number, right? Again, you can see the validation error message is different,
Yes, sir. It's taken number, but
right?
it's not
So
taken password.
how many scenarios covered for just mail and password? So almost 6 to 7 scenarios came, right?
Yes, sir.
So these are all come to negative perspective. We need to think and write about that. Okay. So it is not like that. Okay, simply go with the flow. So you need to think and write the negative scenarios.
So,
Okay.
hi Pina, these negative scenarios should be given by tester or like, as you said earlier,
No, no,
test
no, no.
cases.
Nobody will given for that one. So you need to analyze the application. You need to write the test cases for that one. You
Okay.
need to understand the application. You need to write it by your own thinking. Okay. So I would like to give one more example here. Okay. So this is Agio, right? Okay. So in Agio, if you search for, suppose in the, it is particularly for clothing. So if I search for mobile, does it show related to the mobile phone, whatever it will be have, or I want iPhone 15. Okay. I'm keeping on search. So it is related to showing the whatever the iPhone, but it is not showing the iPhone device, right?
Okay.
Right. So it is showing the whatever the uh, pouches or covers, everything it will become, but it is not showing the iPhone to me. Similarly, when I search it in the Amazon or somewhere, I will get related to all related to iPhone, right? So why? Because this was related to only here for this. Okay. If I search for Rome, see, it is showing that some drones are here, right. So whenever you are searching for something, it should be relevant or not. If it is not coming right, then it is fine. Okay. Let's go back to here. And this is called regression testing. Whenever you are identifying any bugs after the fix was given by the developer, and again you need to test the particular scenario whether it is working fine or not. That is called regression testing. And queuing, these are related to the
Hi,
project.
Pina.
Bit.
Yes.
Yeah, hi. Invalid data also provided by someone else, or like as a tester, we can do whatever the data we
Yeah,
want.
we can do whatever the data, but it should be relevant to the project.
Okay.
Okay. Is it
Pina,
fine?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Pina, I have doubt.
Yes, sir.
These cases are done by the developer or a tester. Test cases maybe.
No,
The
no, no.
maximum
Test.
length.
See, the maximum code, it has to be given by the BSA. So BSA will give in the requirement, boss. When you are implementing the requirement, so the password length should be like this. The client will give you the inputs. Based on the inputs given by the client or customer, then the BSA will get approval, and those will be get finalized and approved. Then the developer will be implement on.
Okay.
Is it clear, Ahmad?
Yeah. Before previous you said that the maximum length, minimum length. In that way, once they are building the software, they can write in the HTML like minimum length, maximum length.
Yeah, they will write. See, uh, whenever they are implementing, right? Okay, they will implement, but we don't know, right? The software how it will be behave. Suppose if you enter more than that, or if you enter less than that, what will be happen? So that is our job to validate the thing, right?
Yes, yes.
Got it. So we need to validate the application first level, whether it is mapping with the requirement or not. Done. Okay, if it is working fine, then we need to do the negative testing. If I give this, what will happen? If I do this, what will happen? If I don't give anything, what will happen? Suppose, Ahmad, you are entering, you are using the smartphone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you are using your thumb for the unlock your phone, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Just imagine a thing. Okay, you are using your thumb, right hand thumb or left hand thumb for your unlocking your device, right?
Yes.
Okay, because when you are launching your, opening your phone, so for the thumb purpose, you have given your thumb impressions there, right?
Yes.
Yes. So instead of your right hand thumb, if you given left hand thumb, does your phone will unlock?
No.
No,
Why?
because we are using the wrong authentication. Like, yeah.
Yes. Suppose in case if it unlocks and open, do you feel good?
No, it's a completely misbehaving. Like,
Right?
the functionality is
Similarly,
not working
you
properly in that
you
way.
are you are trusting the feature, right? As a
Yes.
user, you are trusting the feature, but as a tester, you need to test with all your hands and fingers. Whatever the fingers, all fingers. So all the five fingers you need to test. Okay, I am tested with right thumb, left thumb, right hand index finger, right hand ring finger, middle finger, small finger. All the fingers you have tested, and okay, this is working fine only with my right hand thumb. Apart from all remaining nine fingers, it is not working. It is expecting behavior. So we need to test each and every corner case. We don't know where it will be break the system, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Got
sir.
it? Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Now,
Pina,
I, yes.
actually, when I was writing test cases only for login and password, I'm able to think of some 18 test cases, and I can think of more actually.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you expecting, Pina? Like, do we
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
us?
Wait. I will tell. I will come over that one only. Okay. So I just downloaded Shravani, your application. Okay.
Yeah,
So in the
yeah.
Excel sheet. So yeah. C team. So if you see here, uh, when you are writing, completing the test cases, there should be some drafting also should be done properly. Okay. So I will give you some inputs on this. So try to implement and follow that one because it will be make you to work on Excel also easy because some organizations will use their own tools. Okay. Some organizations will tell you to write in Excel sheet. Okay. So I'm just copying here. If you want to copy the entire sheet, there is an up arrow button. So you need to click on that. It will copy the entire sheet. Do Control C and go to here plus button. And wherever is the first column, you can place the cursor there, Control V. It came right. Okay. Whatever the action you are doing, even though if it is a small or big, do Control S, make a habit. Okay. And coming to here, I will go with line by line. Okay. So Shravani, so you are giving the more spaces, right? So
Yeah.
it should not be like that.
Okay.
Okay. So you can align the document properly because these documents will be once the deployment happen into the production, these test cases will be go through to the client. Client will be go through all the test cases, whatever you have written. So if it is not looking good, then you will get bad impression.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, Pina. Yeah.
Okay. So I will show it to you once the alignment is done, and you can see right. So somewhere those columns are not boxed. So what we need to do means you need to select with the cursor. Okay, how many test cases are there? You need to go there, click on home. There is an borders button. You can click on all borders. Now you can see right everywhere the borders are came.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And here you can see right you have written it all in the middle. Okay. But
Yeah.
if you see here, expected and actual value came in the bottom. So I want it in middle. So what you need to do means you need to select
Line.
and click on home and you can click here.
Yes.
You can see right now everything came in the middle. So it's like now looking good. Okay. And
Arpin,
yes.
can you please check mine also?
Yeah. See, I will check. Okay. And just telling in generic way. Okay.
Okay.
And one more thing. See, whenever you are writing the test cases, the major problem with the test case numbers only. Okay. So what I will tell means, see, I will delete here. Okay. I'm just giving TC under 00. One. Okay. So every time I don't want to go and enter. So once you enter right, so make your cursor right here and plus symbol will become, you can drag down. So up to how many test cases you want, you can drag down. Okay. So here it came, right? You can see, right? Automatically the test case number is generated, right?
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is one. And one more thing. Okay. So if everything is done, if everything is done, okay, you are fine, looking good, and everything is done. So sometimes when you are typing it manually, there might be some spelling mistakes. Okay, there should be some spelling mistakes. So what we need to do? We need to do Control All, and there is a button called Review button. Okay, if you click on Review button, if you go to their spelling, okay, so online SBA, okay, ignore all. An example, ignore all. Password, please, it should be like this. Okay, if you click on this, it will change everywhere. So you can see Stravani. So you have given a password, one more yes extra. So it should be corrected. Okay, so your spelling check is completed. See, going through the each and every test case line by line is difficult. So checking line by line is good, or using this feature is good.
Feature.
Using the feature is good.
Okay. The time consumption is less, right?
Yes.
See,
Yeah.
in one shot we can finish it, right?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Yes.
So you need to do this one. Okay. Once everything is done, again you need to save it. So don't forget to save. Okay. First you need to, what you need to means you create a test case with your name and save it in somewhere. And whatever the action you are doing it, you can write it and save. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So who told me to go through that? Sri, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This field is view only. It can be made. Okay. I will download. Okay. Zepto, you have written it right. So you can see it. I can reduce the zoom size. Okay. And one more thing. Okay. So when you are writing something, font size should be minimum 12 to 14. So don't exceed more than that one. That is the standard one. Okay. And you can see here, Sri. So whatever the font you have written, it is different. So you want the entire format here. What you need to do is go to the home. There is a format page option will be there. You can select that. You can brush it all over.
Yes.
See, now it was changed, right?
Yes, sir.
It came in the format. And if you are moving the fields or anything. And one more thing, okay. So the major problem where you will get means I will tell you. Suppose if you are writing in the test cases. So okay, one, enter details, user details. So everybody will confuse what will we do for the next step. So what you need to do means click Alt Enter. Okay. It will go to the next line. If you press Enter means it will go to the next column. Got it? So
Yes, sir.
if you do Alt Enter in the same cell, it will go to the next line. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose if you are in this column, if you press Enter, it will go to the next column.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you need to do means you need to be in the same column and do Alt Enter. Okay. It will come and sit over in the next line. You can write. Okay. So these are all the inputs for writing the test cases. You write your test case again. I will go through each and every one and I will we'll have a session and then I will open everyone's document and I will give you the comments part. Okay. So some mistakes or some problems will become, but you need to write the test case from your level, and whatever it might be, mistakes will be there, no issues, but the main agenda is you need to write. Okay. Coming back to your question, Shravani. So what you need to write? So I want to be as a at least minimum 15 to 20 test cases. Okay. So for an application, so for example, login you are taking. Okay, login I want. Okay, so for login purpose, uh, minimum positive test cases 5 to 6 and negative test cases 5 to 6. Okay, and coming to end to end. So I want an end to end scenario. Suppose if you are using an Flipkart application, so how you do? So suppose I will show you example for here. Okay, I would like to show and make my. Okay, so this is an example for you. You can take any website or anything. Okay, so it is like a end to end. Okay, so what you need to do here, you need to have proper account is pre-created for this. Okay, you need to create an account for this or log in with your something. So you need to log in with valid users. So I want to at least two functionalities. Suppose if I am taking, okay, I'm booking the flights. So from Delhi to Bangalore, and it's a round trip. So I need to search it. I need to book it. Then I want to book a hotel. So from 12 to 2. So I want the price and everything is finalized. So suppose, see, round trip. Okay, click on search. Okay, so it is showing the prices and everything is there. And okay, so it's a kind of non-stop. I will select and I will book now. Okay. So if I'm logging it, then it will go down. Okay. So I will continue, then book now. Okay. Once the flight booking is showing done, then again I go back to the hotel and again I need to search for the hotel. Okay. I need to, you can choose any hotel. Okay. I will select the hotel and I will book it. And you need to log out. So this is one end-to-end testing of an application. Similarly, you can say that it is very difficult for us, right? You can go for any e-commerce website, Flipkart. Okay, go to the Flipkart. I think everyone will having their users. No need to create with a new one. So you can log in with your users. Okay, so search for any product. Okay, I'm searching for the shoes. Okay, so select any shoes. Okay, then what you need to do? So here the price value is showing, okay, you need to enter the PIN number, whatever the fields are there. So you can select the maximum size and you need to add the cart. Then again, I want one more product. So I will go for the electronics. I will go for electronic GST store and mobile phone lens. Okay, some lens will be there. Okay, something. Okay. So I will add to cart. So once you can see, right, those products will be added to cart. And here you need to increase the quantity, try to increase, try to decrease, whether the price is changing or not. So you can see, right, you are getting a message. You are only able to allow 5 units. Okay, try to allow for book for 5 units, whether the price is changing or not. Then what you need to do? You need to place the order. Okay, and delivery address, payment. Go up to the payments, write the test cases for that one. That is end-to-end testing. Okay, you can take any application, write the test cases, and for the first sheet, just I want login, log out, positive and negative scenarios, and end-to-end testing, you can cover both positive and negative. Is it clear to all? Any questions on this?
No, sir.
No doubt,
Any
sir.
questions? Is it fine? So I don't bother about the test cases count, but I want as much as scenarios has to be covered. Okay. Now tell me, when you will complete this assignment.
Sir, as of now, I just wrote a login and add to cart. That's it, sir. So can I go
Okay.
for payment also, or then it's okay?
No. See, login and logout you have written in the positive way. So same thing you write it in the negative way also. Sri.
Yes, yes, sir. Then, sir, negative and positive, and the add to cart also, negative and positive, sir. I
See,
written.
see, I want one sheet completely for end-to-end testing, where in the end-to-end testing, you can write both the combination of a negative and positive scenarios. One sheet only for login functionality, positive and negative.
Okay.
So you can take any website, any application, no restrictions for that. Is it fine? Still any questions?
No, sir.